We need some different music for this one because it's all aboard the coaching merry-go-round for 2022.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, Trent Barrett was the first domino to fall, and what's happened after that, whoa, the machinations are profound. Okay, so let's start at the top. It looks like Shane Flanagan, we'll get to his audio in a second, he wants the top job at the Doggies. But what's happened at the Tigers? Okay, word is that Madge Maguire, who they're on 6 points at the moment, we're in round 11 at the moment as well. By round 13, so in 3 rounds, they got South this week, then they play Manly, then they play the Bulldogs. Madge Maguire, by all accounts, has been told that he's got to win at least 2 of them games to retain his job. So, if they don't win them, well, he's out. Then I think his name has been mentioned with the Bulldogs, which is unbelievable. Justin Holbrook, for the Titans' name, has been mentioned as a bit of a shaky ground type of... once your name gets mentioned on shaky ground, you've got to start worrying. Paul Green has been linked there. So it's an amazing situation we find ourselves in after round 11, that all these coaching merry-go-round machinations are starting to really amp up. And I would say over the origin period, we'll see more of it, because that's when everyone gets a little bit more time to step back, take a breath and breathe. And that's where I think a lot of these coaches... Look, Flanagan said yesterday on a podcast that he's ready to roll. He's actually ready to roll and coach the Dogs. He said, we'll play his audio now, Pagey. This is when he said he's definitely available.
If there's a job available, there's only 16 jobs in the competition, and some of those are definitely going to be out of the reach of me. So, I've got to look at, what's available. The Bulldogs' jobs is available. They know I'm out there. Obviously, there's been a bit of press about it. I'm sure Gus or whoever that who's in charge of that responsibility will, if they're interested, come and give me a ring over the next couple of weeks, and we'll go from there.
And as far as his motivation as well, MG, he did say he had some unfinished business in coaching.
See, part of my family don't want me to change what I'm doing at the moment. Working here at Fox Sports and doing stuff on the radio, and then working in the Dragons. I go home every afternoon and stress-free, and go to work most days and enjoying it totally. But inside of me, I've got some unfinished business in the coaching business.
Oh my God, it is so dramatic. If NRL coaches had their own reality TV show, like the real coaches of the NRL,
I think you're onto something.
It would be juicy.
What about his job? He goes home stress-free after radio, but I don't want to get a job at 2CH as well. That's unbelievable. Round 11 is Indigenous round. We'll go through some quick ins and outs. The major ins are Jerome Hughes is back. Cam Murray could be back, but he could be a surprise addition to the Blues origin team. Jamal Fogarty, now this is a good story. He left the Titans, or he was moved on from the Titans, had a knee injury in the trial games. He plays his first game for the Raiders this weekend, which is fantastic news. Luke Brooks is back, Dane Laurie's back, George Tathua will play for the Manly side on the wing. But some major outs. Jason Taumalolo is out of the blockbuster this Friday night against the Panthers at Bluebet Stadium. And Adam Reynolds is still out because of a osteopubis injury, which is your groin. They're resting him against the Titans this weekend. So Indigenous round, bring it on. I love Indigenous round. We'll do our 5 best Indigenous players later in the week for power rankings, but let's celebrate one of the best rounds in the NRL.
It kicks off tomorrow live on Triple M, and also cannot wait for the Cowboys and Penrith Friday night, 6 p.m. That one live on Triple M as well.